Today in our lesson we'll go through our intermediate course and third unit. Here our first part, 3.4, speaking and writing. We try to improve our speaking and writing levels, and our goals here are give practical instructions and write a paragraph supporting an opinion. Listening and speaking, practical instructions. We try to give direct instructions. And exercise 1, here, look at the photos. What do you think a liter of light is? Pause the video, look at the photos, and just read a simple, small paragraph and try to find what exactly is this a liter of light thing. And as you see, here is a liter of light. As people don't have electricity, they're using a simple but smart technique to light their houses. They're just filling their bottle with water and just cutting the hole in the roof and on the ceiling, and they're just trying to use this thing to detract the light of the sun and just try to light the room even at least a bit. Exercise 2a, look at the illustrations, describe what you see in each. Now pause the video and try to do this exercise in a written form. And now let's look at the possible answers. As you see, here's a bottle and lots of paper, and the third one is bleach, and they're just stirring the bottle with some kind of paper, and they're just adding some kind of glue, and there's a glue also. Exercise 2b, listen to the instructions and complete 1 to 6 with one word in each gap. Now you have to listen to the instructions, audio recording, and complete these gaps, complete the sentences using your own words.
Audio 3.7.
So today I'm going to show you how to do something amazing using only 7 things. 1. A plastic bottle. 2. Some water. 3. Some bleach. 4. A piece of metal. 5. Some glue. 6. Sandpaper. And 7. A metal roof. What are we going to make?
Wow.
We are going to make a light that doesn't use electricity. The light goes in the roof and is strong enough to give light to a whole room. So let's get started. The first thing you do is cut a hole in the metal sheet.
How do you do that?
Like this. Look, you need to use special metal cutters and you need to measure carefully. And make sure you don't cut the hole too big. Got that?
Yeah, thanks. Okay, what next?
Next, wrap the plastic bottle with some paper. When you've done that, put the bottle in the hole in the metal and glue it in place, like this. While the glue's drying, fill the bottle with water and add 10 milliliters of bleach. Then put the top on the bottle. It should look like this one I made earlier.
Can you see the part about the glue again?
Yes, let me show you again. Put the bottle in the normal way up, like this, and put the glue all around near the top. Make sure you use enough glue, okay?
Yeah, thanks.
After you've done that, it's time to go to the roof. So you need to cut a hole in the roof the same size as the bottle.
Can you show us how to start cutting the hole?
Yes, of course. Look, you do it like this. Then you continue cutting round, okay?
That's great, thanks.
Now, you put the bottle in the hole this way and add more glue to make it secure. And there you have it, a light that needs no electricity, but with sunlight outside it can light up the whole room.
Wow!
That's incredible.
Now let's check the answers. 1. Cut a hole in the metal sheet. 2. Rub the plastic bottle with sandpaper. 3. Put the bottle in the hole in the metal and hold it in place. 4. Fill the bottle with water and add 10 millimeters of bleach. 5. Put the top on the bottle. 6. Cut a hole in the roof the same size as the bottle. Exercise 3A. Listen and complete the instructions. Now you have to listen to the audio and just finish the sentences using your words.
Audio 3.8. 1,
The first thing you do is cut a hole in the metal.
2,
When you've done that, put the bottle in the hole in the metal.
3,
While the glue's drying, fill the bottle with water.
4,
After you've done that, it's time to go to the roof.
Now let's check the answers. 1. The first thing you do is cut a hole in the metal. 2. When you have done that, put the bottle in the hole in the metal. 3. While the glue is drying, fill the bottle with water. 4. After you have done that, it's time to go to the roof. Exercise 3B. Compare your answers with the partners and listen again and check. Now compare your answers to the partner. Listen to the recording one more time and check your answers one more time. Pronunciation, pauses and instructions. Now we have to learn how to give instructions and how to use our intonation in instructions. We often put pauses in instructions to help people understand. Now, as you see, between instructions, between step of instructions, we have to put pauses. We have to pause so that people understand what we are talking about and in what sequence people have to do certain things. Exercise 4A. Listen and finish marking the pauses in the instruction below. Try to do this exercise on your own, pausing the video.
Audio 3.9.
Next, rub the bottle with sandpaper. When you've done that, put the bottle in the hole in the metal and glue the bottle in place.
As you see, next, rub the bottle with sandpaper. When you have done that, put the bottle in the hole in the metal and glue the bottle in place. Exercise 4B. Practice giving the instructions clearly. Now, pause video and try to give these instructions on your own in a clear way. Exercise 5. Task. Work in small groups and give instructions on how to do something. Now, you just have to work in small groups and you just have to try to give instructions on to do these certain things. And here we have 1. Choose a skill you're good at and make brief notes on how to do it. Include 5 steps. 2. Use the information in the language for speaking box. Add pauses to make these instructions clearer. 3. Work in small groups. Give each other the instructions. When you listen, ask questions to make sure you understand. Language for speaking. Giving instructions. Putting instructions in order. Here, to give order, to give sequence, we have to use the words. The first thing you do is, when you have done this, while you're doing this, after doing this, explaining or showing. You do it like this. Let me show you. Let me give you an example. Make sure. And asking questions. How do you? Okay, what next? Can you say that part again? Can you show me? Reading and writing. Writing an opinion paragraph. Now we have to learn how to give our opinion in a paragraph. Exercise 6. Work in small groups and discuss the questions. Pause the video and give each question give each question your answers in a written form. And now let's look at the possible answers. 1. What was the latest thing that you learned to do? Well, I learned to use Adobe Premiere Pro, and I learned to edit videos, like basics of editing videos. I learned it a month ago. 2. Do you think it's important to learn new things as we get older? Why not? Well, it's essential to learn new skills every single, all the time or always, regardless of what age are you in, like how old you are, because if you're not learning new things, you're not growing, and growth is really important. And just learning new things gives you some kind of pleasure, and you can just get a lot of things out of it. Exercise 7. Read a paragraph from an article in an educational magazine. And here, 1. What is the writer's general opinion? 2. Which phrase shows the writer is giving their opinion? Pause the video and try to do these answers in a written form. And now let's check the answers. 1 is adults need to learn how to use new technological devices and be aware of how they change. And 2 is it seems to me. Exercise 8a. Read the paragraph again and underline one phrase for adding information to support the idea and for giving an example. Pause the video and try to do this exercise in a written form. Now let's look at the answers, and the first one is adding information to support the idea. It's on top of that, and 1 for giving an example, it is such as. Exercise 8b. Compare with your partner, then read the information in the language for writing box to check. Now you have to compare your answers to a partner one more time and read the language for writing box to check your answers again. Language for writing, supporting an opinion. We have to look at the structures through which we can support our opinion. Here, support an opinion by adding more information and giving examples. Here, adding more information is on top of that or in addition. So example here is, it's important to learn new things. In addition, it seems that learning new things is actually good for your brain, and you can use also as well. An example is, it's important to learn new things and it seems it's actually good for your brain as well. Giving example is such as, for instance, or for example. Examples are English and French used to be the most important languages to learn, but now other languages are becoming increasingly essential. For example, Chinese and Arabic. Exercise 10. Task. Work with a partner, choose a topic and discuss your opinions. Now talk to your partner and discuss your opinions on these topics. And the topics are: 1. Everyone should learn how to do something new after the age of 50. 2. Companies should pay for their employees to receive training and education. 3. Adults can be better at learning new things than children. Pause the video and do this exercise in a written form on your own. Exercise 10b. Make a note of 3 main points to support your opinion. Think of example for each point. Now you have to support your opinion by giving 3 arguments and, if possible, examples also. Exercise 10c. Now write the paragraph. Use the phrases in the language for writing box to support your opinion with extra information and examples. Now let's look at the possible answers. I think everyone should learn how to do something new after the age of 50, and I can give a lot of reasons for that. And the first reason is that it can lead to them aging slower. In addition to that, they can use this experience, they can use this skill to do cool things with it. And on top of that, they can teach this to their children, to their grandchildren, and benefit them in a different way. That's the end of today's lesson. See you in the next lesson.